My friend's oven door fell off and they quoted her $400 to come and replace the hinges. But we're boss bitches, and so I'm going to try to replace them. I went to the supply house this morning and I picked up 2 brand new hinges for $55. The hinge isn't the only thing that's wrong. One of the receptacles is bent, and so I'm going to remove some of the screws from the face of the oven to see if I can access this and replace that first before I even get to the hinges. I've never done this before, but I'm pretty confident in my DIY fix-it skills. I'm going to keep the screws with the piece that I just took off so that I don't lose those. I don't know how many screws I have to take off to get to that part. So I got the one piece out. It doesn't look like the piece that I have, so I really hope that this works still. This is the old one, this is the new one. Okay, well the holes line up, so we're off to a good start. I don't want to strip the screw, so I'm actually going to go get a 5/16 bit that I can use for this. Okay, I got it. I need to figure out how to put it in this. Nope. This is much easier than trying to use the Phillips head. Okay, on to the next one. I wish I had one of those ratcheting screwdrivers right now. Old one, putting the new one in. This was actually really easy. I hope the hinges are as easy as this part is. Okay, so the receptacle is in place, and then now all I have to do is resecure the oven to the side walls here. I'm going to push it back in. I'm going to try to line it up with the previous holes. Swap out my screwdriver bit. And there were 3 screws here on the side that need to go back in to hold it into place. I'm actually going to wipe down the front of it before I put that final faceplate back on. Girlfriend be making a lot of pizza with all these crumbs that are stacked up in here. Okay, so now our oven is nice and secure. It's not going to fall out. And it is time for us to move on to the actual hinge part. These are the 2 hinges, and let me say, these did not look this big in the picture. In the picture, I could have sworn that these things were this big. So let's give it a shot. There's 3 screws here on the bottom that I'm going to take off. I'm going to use the old receptacles to hold that door open for me while I remove the 2 screws from the bottom of the hinge. Actually, there's a 3rd one on there that I need to take out. Okay, I got it off. Whew, I am so nervous. That one screw is giving me a hard time. So what I'm going to do is move on to the other side and see if I swap screws, if it's going to go into that hole any easier. Okay, so that one definitely would fit into that hole better. you know what they say, it's not a real home project until you have to run to the store at least twice. So I'm gonna go get 2 new screws. I feel like these are pretty stripped and I don't want to cause further damage by continuing to try with these. So I'm gonna pause, go to the store, and I'll be back. The gentleman at Ace actually gave me 2 different types of screws in case I have a problem with one of them. So let's give it a shot. He actually gave me a torque one. I told him I had the proper bit for it, so let me find it. I'm gonna swap out my screwdriver bit. I'm hoping that this isn't as easy to strip as the other one was. Oh my God, this is so much better. Yay! Okay. My other torque screw. So now the only thing I have left to do is to put the bottom strip back on. Just set these aside. I'm going to remove my holder there. So now it's the moment of truth. I'm going to lift up this door and see if I can get it to fit. I'm going to move the camera over. Now I have to pop the locking tabs into place. I'm going to use the screwdriver for that. That's locked into place. Okay, and that one is locked into place. Moment of truth. Oh, who's the bad bitch? $400, who? I'm just saying.